You know what, guys? I want to win the YCS, and it begins right here at locals. Oh goodness. Oh my god! What is up, guys? Welcome to today's locals episode. My name is Jen. If you guys are new here, welcome. So guys, like what I mentioned before, I want to win the YCS one day, and I think locals is where every single player gets their origin story in, where they began, how they practice, they make new friends. So I love to have you guys along with me in my journey to winning a YCS. And as always, guys, if you guys love content like this, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below if you think your girl got it to win a YCS one day. And also, we are having a huge Black Friday sale over at HeadtoHeadBattles.com. All the links will be in the description box down below. Let's get round one started. Okay, guys, so if you guys remember last week's locals, what topped?
Ancient Warriors!
And you know who my round one opponent was? Ancient Warriors. Oh gosh, I lost. Oh my god, I don't think I can get over evenly matched Dark Ruler every single game. And I'm so sorry, guys. I don't have the footage for it because I had to sit down again. Your girl is fashionably late as usual. So yeah, wow, that's insane. Even the Kaleido Shuffleback wasn't enough and your girl couldn't get it. But it's okay. We're gonna go into round two with a positive mindset and I'll see you guys after that. Your girl got a bye for round two. Okay guys, before we go into round three, I just really want to say, if you guys want to get better at your deck, because I know a lot of you have been commenting on it, practice. And definitely do a lot of test ends at home, and eventually you guys will see the results. So, I'll see you guys right after round three. Okay guys, welcome to round three. As you guys know, I got the bye in round two, so yeah, I was filming while then. So, my starting hand was pretty good and I won the die roll, so I went first and my mills were really good. I didn't know obviously at this point what he was playing. Oh yeah, and I got Ash there for the for the for the Rhino Heart. Yeah, so I couldn't do that, so I kind of went to fusion summoning here. So again, I don't know at this point what this person is playing, but yeah, I also got impermed on the Kakelos, so that was pretty. He had everything, so that was that. So here, I had a bunch of Ishizu cards in my hand. I had the orange, and obviously he is playing Bystials. That's my knowledge so far. So I do end up orange lighting his Lubellion, because he only had 3 cards in his hand, because obviously he used the Ash and the Imperm, so I was like, you know what? Let me just Ash the Lubellion, let's see what other resource he has in his hand. But actually, that was a pretty good one, because he couldn't really do much after that. So as you can see here, he's playing Dragon Link Bystials. But yeah, it was just Dragon Links. So I haven't seen this in a long time, so forgive me if I did forget like what they did. So he went into, oh gosh, the link here. I'm like losing my mind. But here there was a lot of chains. Kelbeck and Agito came in very clutch because I ended up milling 10 at one point because I milled both at the same time. Like over here, like again, my mills were pretty good. I do believe for game 1 he really couldn't do much, so I believe I do end up OTKing him if I remember this correctly. But here I also get the wind out, which is insane. One special, I mean, like there's really nothing that he can do. So yeah, I do believe I end up OTKing here because he just didn't have anything, and under Windley he's not doing much. So yeah, I just attack until we go straight into game 2. Yeah, so that was a nice game 1. I liked how I kind of like played out. I was getting more used to the deck, but here I knew he was gonna go first, so I do side in my evenly matches again guys. I should have prepared my side deck more. I do need to do some more tinkering with it because I don't know, I don't think my side deck was that great, but yeah, I just had like the standard like Cyclones, Evenlies. I still kept the Nibs because for our locals especially, or just anywhere in general for now, right now, like, oh, there's so many rogue decks, so I do like keeping the Nib. I think I do side in the Nib in the next match, next game. So clearly, obviously, my opponent took this one. Slight mistake here from my end. I revealed the Bestial without realizing that he didn't have any monsters on board, so that was my fault. And so here he goes into a Barone. I was not expecting that Barone, but there it is. But in my hand, actually, I had my Super Poly, so that went away very, very quickly. So yeah, so he had the other dragon, yeah, and I just immediately go into Super Poly. Yeah, I know, I discarded the Call by the Grave, but everything else was just so good in my hands, I didn't really want to dump anything else, so I ended up dumping that. So I went into the Mud Dragon. I called Dark so he couldn't target any Dark monsters on field, and I do finally get my Bestial plays out. I didn't do any Bestial plays last locals either, so here I kind of played it because I wasn't drawing into it, it was just getting milled. So I have my Magnemite out, my Mud Dragon out, and my Shiren out. I think yeah, here too my Hovness got cold by, and what was the card? It was another tier monster, but it did end up getting a Bestial banished. So that is my field so far this game. I don't think I played that great, but here the only thing that kind of like came in clutch for me was the Mud Dragon, me just calling Dark so he can't just target anything. Yeah, and I put out the Droll. I used to actually have Drolls in my side deck. That would have came in handy, especially for this match. But again, guys, like, you can't really predict what decks you're gonna see, right? Like, that's why the beauty of tier 0, like, you know, like, what the majority of the decks are gonna be, so you can kind of sigh for it. But again, like, you never know, you might run into like rogue decks like these. Like, I didn't know I was gonna play Dragon Links, but yes. So here it goes into a Dark. He gets my Magnemite from the Dark, and yeah, just here, what was in my hand? Forgot what that one card was in my hand, but I don't think it was anything anything. But yeah, a lot of here I only played the Herald negate for my hand trap, and I guess my Hovness. But yeah, oh yeah, yes, he does go into the access code talker here. I do believe he OTKs me here with that. Well, not now, but I do end up losing all my monsters that he does attack into for a game later, and my Evenly did not come. And he got Rivalry of the Warlords. Warlords? Please tell me I said that correctly. Excuse me. Yeah, but he got that out. So and I just end up just putting my Mud Dragon there. And yeah, with that, I just kind of scooped. We went straight into game 3. Now, game 3, again, I sided in my Nibs to see if that would help a bit. Yeah, if I had the Joel like that would have been game over. But here in this game, guys, I made one crucial mistake. Not using my Mudora or Kelbex in my graveyard. You guys will see during the gameplay. But yeah, that was one of my misplays in this game. I could have easily taken this one because my hand was pretty good too. And yeah, because I start off with the Instant Fusion, get the Kalos out. I think he did imperm it. Yeah, he did imperm my Kalos again. This man had the Ashes of Imperms. And my mills were pretty good. But then obviously Bestials, I can't do anything much about that. So my Sharian got Bestials. I took out the Bells. Sometimes I do kind of wish I might main Bells next time, just seeing what the ratios are for the decks that are played. So Bell does come in pretty in clutch if you guys are going up against like Bestial Branded or Bestial whatever they are playing with it. So here I get my Rokalos down here too. Like I held my Rokalos negate too long, so he just ended up going his full board. So yeah, that was my misplay number 2. I just held my negate for too long. I didn't want to shotgun negate it. But yeah, and also here my Hovness does get ashed here. Yeah, so we can't do much about that. And again, so because, especially for Dragon Links, if you guys know the River Buster, I played Blue Eyes, I should know these names. Their summoning mechanic is banishing a light or dark from their graveyard in order to summon them. That's what I'm saying. I have a bunch of Kelbex in my graveyard right now. That's why I should have used the shuffle back from my opponent's deck. But my misplay there. I think I could have easily taken this game very, very easily if I did that early on. And yeah, which I didn't do. And I do end up getting the Dragos Depilia out. I don't think he really did any effects for me to do it. So yeah, my Drago gets popped there because one of the bestial effects to pop a special summon monster, I believe. I was reading all the cards, guys. Don't worry. Like I knew like nothing was, everything was going well. And yeah, he shuffled back my Rokalos, and here I think he does go into an access code again. I think, yeah, he does go into an access. Yeah, but he goes into the access code for a game, and yeah, that was it. And we actually ended up in a tie. Not a game. We ended up in a tie because it was before. Okay, guys, so we just ended round 3, and as you guys saw in the commentary before, that ended in a tie. I think I could have definitely taken it if I activated my Keldos in the graveyard to banish his lights or darks. But your girl forgot. That's right, I need to practice. But yeah, right now, score is I got 1 loss and 1 tie and 1 win. So we're gonna go into round 4, but round 4, we're gonna give you the feature match. I'm super excited what's gonna be on it, so I'll see you guys after that. Alright guys, but before we get into round 4, we got our OTS packs to open. Let's see if my luck extends all the way to this week. Oh goodness. Let's see if we can get another ulti. Oh my god! Sorry. Skill drain! Oh my god! 3 weeks in a row. I'm sorry, I was still really loud. 3 weeks in a row. Wow. Super lucky. Okay. King of Swamp. Okay.
Sorry, let me just put the bottle.
And oh, we got the option token. Okay, focus. Got the Amazon and the band plate, and oh, we got another option token. Okay, guys, last pack of Destiny. Literally last pack. And oh, we got, okay, we weren't lucky, but oh my god, guys, that's insane. Whoa, 3 weeks in a row, Jen's luck. All right, let's see if this luck goes on until next week. What tips would you give someone how to win a YCS?
Play in as many locals or regionals as you can to get practice.
Read the cards if you don't know what they do.
Okay, RJ, what tip would you give to someone who wants to win a YCS?
I think the biggest tip would be practice. Practice doesn't make perfect, it makes permanent. So practice with what deck you're gonna use and know it inside out.
Boys, we're finally in the feature match, and they told me this was gonna be a good one. So I'm gonna try my best. So he's gonna throw off with the Siren. Now the Siren is going to resolve, and then he went Hobnus, but he got Melt with the Ghost Bell. He's gonna go Magnamit, banishing the Hobnus, kinda nice. He's gonna normal summon Herald, Link 2 for Sprint. Sprint is gonna mill him the Merly, which is really, really nice. Now, Merly is going to fusion summon the Kikalos, okay? And then he's gonna search a crime. That's a pretty good search. I'm assuming he goes Kit effect on the Merly Mill 8. He hits the God Mills, okay? Now, where do you go from here though, right? I mean, you mill another 5, sure. Now we're gonna go Siren effect. He's looking through his graveyard. And I don't know, probably Rulu Kalos here. Maybe a Rukalos. Goes for a Garura instead. Probably wants to go into a IP maybe. Because then he can draw 1, right? So he probably wants to go into an IP. No, never mind. He goes into a Beatrice. Oh, okay. Dumps a Scream. Scream will add him a trap. Garura will draw him 1. That's kind of nice. That's actually a really dope play. So he has Sulliak and Crime and will pass. His opponent will start off with a Kelbeck. What is that, a Kikos on the field? How did that get it? Wow. Sorry, this is like 500 times speed, so it is going fast. All right, so we finally slowed it down a little bit. Now his opponent is thinking, all right? He's thinking. Big think. Because he has a Crime and a Sulliak set in the back, right? So he's going to flip the Kelbeck into attack position. Normal summon the Medora. Interesting. And then he's going to go into battle phase. He wants to clear the Merly before he commits to any plays. Because if he goes into the Merly, it will allow him to not activate the trap set in the back. Because you do need a tier monster on the field. Now, he's going to go Sulliak. I'm assuming he wants to send the Merly so he can fusion summon, which is definitely the correct play here, because his opponent doesn't have any negation. But he's going to go Medora on the field effect to shuffle back his 3 Medoras. Interesting. I'm assuming, yeah. So his opponent's going to chain one of the Medoras and shuffle some cards back as well, which, again, you know, you do have to kind of figure out how to out-resource manage your opponent, which, you know, is really important. So his opponent is going to activate Paralino. Paralino is going to grab him a Merly, and he's going to normal Merly. Oh, I guess he special both the Medora and the Kelbeck. I see. So we're going to mill 8. No, sorry. He went Kit Effect. He went Kit Effect sending to special Merly. My bad. So we're going to mill 8, and he has some dope mills. He wanted to go Hovnitz Effect, but it was met with the Saronir. He added the Solik, and I think he added another Hovnitz. He's going to go Siren Effect, dumping another Mudora. Wow, okay. And then he's going to go into a Rukalos, right? Rukalos? Unless he goes Drago. Oh, it's Kaleido. He went Kaleido. So he's going to go Kaleido, spin, and pop 1. So I'm assuming he wants to spin the trap, and then, yeah, there it is. Okay, awesome. Now, the upper half player's in a much more dominant lead now. So he's gonna make a dark, and he's gonna go dark effect. He's gonna be met with the Hovness. Okay, so darkest met with the Hovness. That's kind of nice. And now we have another whole Mudora Keldo chain. So it looks like a lot of cards are being shuffled back. From here on out, we are still in a pretty commanding lead here. Now, I don't know how he's getting these Kelbecks onto the field multiple times a turn. Because is the ability to special once per turn, like the ability to special by pitching one? Let me know in the comment section down below. We're going to be going into a Sprite Elf with the Kaleido on the field with a set, what I think was the Sulliek. So he's in a pretty commanding lead here. So realistically, his opponent's board did get completely cracked, but the Bestial monsters are so good that they just leave the fattest body on the field, all right? So he does have a Saronir on the field, and I think... Oh, okay, so he's going to go straight into battle phase into the Sprite Elf. I'm assuming there was nothing the Sprite Elf could summon back? I guess not. I mean, sure. The Merly is going to get Druis Wormed. We're going to go into another Beatrice. Beatrice is going to use her effect to dump probably a Siren here, right? Beatrice will dump... but it gets met with the Sulliek. Of course, we knew he had that. So he went Sulliek, send the Kaleido, which is really nice. Okay, wow, a lot of interesting and hard interactions there. I mean, luckily, luckily I know these decks really, really well, so I can give you this level of commentary. But yeah, I mean, if you're a new player and you were looking at this, you'd be like, what the hell is going on? And you know what? That's okay. That's A-okay. Now, I completely missed everything that just happened, but it seems like he passed the turn back over. There's a little bit of a glare, but I do think that is a Tearlman Kikalos. He's going to pitch one, summon the Keldo, special Keldo. We're going to go Agito effect to summon itself, go into a attack position Dweller. We're going to Dweller our opponent, Kit, target itself, summon the Merly. We're going to mill another 8 mother flipping cards. And you don't even need to use your own Medoras and Keldos at this point because he's under Dweller. Now we're going to have a Garura on the field. And this is a really long game 1, but that is A-okay. I mean, luckily you can recycle the Garura with the Keldo and the Medora, so that's always nice. He's gonna go to another Dark. Dark will take the Magnamit, and this should be game. Gets met with the Hovnitz on the Magnamit effect. Never mind. Oh my God! Right when you think you got it, but unfortunately, you know, Hovnitz needs to be on the field, and Sully can negate that. Also, if you guys want the playmat and the field centers and the sleeves, you guys can head over to HeadtoHeadBattles.com. We're having a huge Black Friday sale all month. But anyways, back to the game. So he's going to summon a Sprind. Okay, Sprind will dump the Merly, I presume. I mean, at this point, I feel like the bottom players should just kind of scoop it up because it is kind of going into time. Wait, did they only play one game? This one game was 40 minutes? No, surely not. Okay, no, game 1 just ended. Oh my God. That was pretty much a 35-minute game 1. So now we're into the siding. Oh my God. No, I feel like you definitely scoop. I feel like if I was the bottom player, you definitely scoop early after you broke the board twice. And as soon as he made Dweller, if you didn't have an answer for it, I feel like you just scoop and you try to play out like the rest of the games. Because there's about 1 minute on this left. And I mean, if it goes into time, the player up top will win that game. But I mean, let's see how this goes. So the bottom player will draw for turn. Deck is upside down. Happens. His hand is all monsters, which again, oh, he made the other player go first so that when it goes back to his turn, he can go into the battle phase. Kind of cheeky, but that's assuming your opponent plays that fast and that you even get a battle phase. And unfortunately, you know, better players tend to take a little bit longer on that turn. Anyway, so we're gonna go the normal combo. He will normal summon the Rhino, dump 1, special the Kit. Kit will revive the Merly. We're gonna mill 8, and time is running out. I don't think the bottom player is gonna even end up getting a turn here. So we're gonna summon a lot of monsters because this is Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2022, and now we're going to go into a Sprite Sprint here. Sprint will dump a Volcanic. Oh my God, it was Volcanic, the Volcanic one. The one it does like 500 damage. That's got to be GG, right? I think time was just called. Yeah, and they're kind of just talking about it. Oh no, he passed. He's gonna summon the Keldo, goes into defense because there is a Baguska on the field. Can't attack with the Baguska on the field, and I'm pretty sure time gets called here. And this is GG. Damn. Sometimes that is the way the cookie crumbles.
All right, guys, this is our first place winner. Finally.
Yo, what the?
Give us the deck profile.
Finally. Hi again. So I went, what was it? 4 rounds, right? So I went 3-0-1. Ishizu tier. Yeah, typical tier 0 format. I guess we'll just start. So I started off 2 Rhino. That's like kind of standard right now just because I don't know why actually. I just do it. Triple Shirin. Triple Havness. And then just double Merely. So the reasoning for that is I got it from Hani. Is that just because like you want to see this one last because you can just go sprint to make this. So if they stop you on the Shirin or the Havness fusion summons, you can go sprint, send this, and then yeah, finish off with the fusion on the field. Then we have the Ishizu package, triple Keldo, triple Mudora, and double Kelback, and then just 1 Agito. So you play 2 Kelback just because, just in case you play the mirror, you really don't want to mill their deck, but it's also kind of like the best one you want in your hand, just because you can, if they do mill, you can just bounce something on their side of the field. And Agito's just there for the name. Also, like the hand effect comes into play sometimes, but not really. It's just for the name. Then I played a small Bistio package, 3 red Magnamut, and then just 1 blue. I only decided to play a smaller package because I'm trying something else in the deck. That's also kind of good, but yeah, 4 is not bad. Then we play Bell, 3 Bell. This is just to counteract other people playing the Ishizu cards. So if you try to go fusion, they go Keldo or Widora to shuffle your stuff back. You just bell it, and then they either have to chain another one to stop you, or they just don't stop you. This also stops like the Bistials. Then we're playing the the branded in High Spirits package. So Albion and a Cartesia to make the Baron, and then the 3 High Spirits. Yeah, this is just good because it beats Shifter, it beats Bistials. Yeah, that's what it does pretty much. And also, I'm playing something in the extra deck too that lets me play this card with the Ishizu stuff. I'm going to play the best card in the deck, 4 field spells, non-explanatory, or self-explanatory. And then 1 instant fusion, another power card, and then just 1-ofs for the tier spells and traps. Scream, Heartbeat, 1 Sulic, and then 1 Crime. These are just like 1-ofs. You can play 2 Sulic, but I mean, one of everything is fine because they all come up, and then you can just shuffle in the back if you want them in your deck. That's the main deck. It's 40 cards. We'll go extra next. We're not playing the standard 6 fusions that everyone else plays, but playing one Kit, one Lulu, one Kaleido. Those are pretty standard. Then we're playing the Mud Dragon, the Garura for Super Poly, and then your own fusions. Then we're playing Winda and Construct. This is for the Branded and High Spirits package. So all of these Shizu cards are fairies, so you can send Construct off the fairy line, and then later in the turn you can make Winda, or you can make Winda on your opponent's turn if you have that kind of interaction. But that's what that's for. Just so, I only wanted this package just because I didn't want to break too hard on the Branded and High Spirits, so I wanted to up the chances of me having something to use with the Branded and High Spirits. Then the XEs, play Dweller, absolutely necessary. Reader, also necessary. And Baguska, and then one Beatrice. This is like these two. Oh, sorry. These two are basically like your XZ sprints for the level 4s and the level 6s. So they all can all trigger tier effects. Then the Link monsters, you play one Dark, one Elf, Sprint. This is pretty standard too. You take Magnamut. This does enables plays on your opponent's turn, and then this is like your last resort. And then just the one Baron for the Cartesia. You make it with either the Bestials or the Garura, and you just win. Side deck, we're playing double tactics. 3 is not good because you always draw the second one or the third one off the first one. We're playing triple Dark Hole. This is for going second, just because like you go against like boards, decks that make boards. You just go normal summon tier name, Dark Hole. If they don't have a negate, they're pretty much beat. And then you have Super Poly. This was Droplet before, but I just opted for this just because I feel like Droplet, not every deck is made. Droplet was mainly just for the Dweller, and not every deck makes Dweller so easily right now, not even the Mirror. So Super Poly was just a better version, I think. Then Triple Tikaboo. This was Skill Drain, but Skill Drain is not so good. So Tikaboo just like basically FTKs most decks that are only playing like one types, like the Plant Ishizu deck, Flu, Sword Soul, stuff like that. And then since time rules are a thing, we are playing Ghost Sister, Spooky, and one Scatter Shot. You know, yeah. And yep, that's the profile.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this week's Locals episode. Tune in next week for next week's episode to see my journey into becoming a YCS champ. And guys, if you guys want any other merch, again, all the links will be in the description box down below. And always subscribe, like, and comment down below. I read every single one of your comments, guys. Thank you so much for all your love and support. And yeah, I don't want to keep you for any longer, guys. This was Jennifer from HeadtoHead Battles, signing out.
What's up, guys?
If you haven't subscribed, make sure to click that button right there in the middle.
Also, if you haven't watched that video that YouTube is recommending you, it's probably crazy, alright? Go watch it. This is Susu from HeadtoHead Battles.
Jennifer from HeadtoHead Battles,
Signing out.